Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, and welcome to an episode of Battlefield 4 that I'm only using as a background footage for a couple of things that I want to mention, or well, a question I want to ask. But before I do that, yes, I know it's Thursday, and usually what goes up on Thursdays are Star Trek Online, or basically anything else, and this week was supposed to be Star Trek Online. However, they are currently doing shard maintenance, so server maintenance, until 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that's not really going to be enough time for me to go and actually record the footage for it, considering I will be probably busy playing Dragon Age 2 because I'm trying to finish that game off, maybe even before Inquisition comes out, but I don't know about that for certain. But nonetheless, so yes, that's why there is no Star Trek Online footage this week, which kind of screws up the schedule that I made for the rest of the year when it comes to when it is that I'd have to upload Star Trek Online footage. So I'll have to go and correct that, but it's not that bad. But the main thing I wanted to go and ask actually in this, or the question I wanted to ask that I would like you guys to answer, even though I know that a lot of you guys don't like to comment. But this is something that I really want to know, just so that I can try to actually make sure that I only do it if it's really necessary and I don't waste my time doing it, especially if my render times are increased in doing this. And that is, how many of you guys use Chrome or Safari 8? The reason why I ask for those two specific ones is because to my knowledge, 60 FPS on YouTube is only available through Chrome, and apparently Safari 8 also works, but I don't know about Safari 8 for certain. And I have no means of actually confirming whether or not that's the case because I don't own a single Apple product, and I'm not going to go and bother trying to find a friend that owns an Apple product just to be able to confirm something that I don't really care too much for. So yes, I want you guys in the comment section to let me know if you use Chrome or Safari 8. If the majority of you do out of the, at the time of which I'm recording this post commentary, if the majority out of the 107 of you use Chrome or Safari 8 as your predominant browser for watching YouTube videos, then I will go and actually render out at 60 FPS and upload at 60 FPS. In fact, let me see, essentially how many of you are required for this to occur. Let's see. 53 and a half, so 54. Granted, I'll take 53 to be honest, so 53 at least of you have to use Chrome or Safari 8 as your predominant browser. If you do, if I get the 53 people that use Chrome or Safari as their predominant YouTube watching browser, then I will upload at 60 FPS. Until then, however, I will continue to upload at 30 FPS, and any footage that I have already uploaded will be at 30 FPS. While granted, it only took about a day for Firefox and Internet Explorer to fix the issue where a video would not play in anything above 480p if it was uploaded at 60 FPS and you weren't using Chrome or apparently Safari 8. It only took about a day for that issue to get fixed, but there are still sometimes issues with when I try to watch a video that was uploaded at 60 FPS and even 720p sometimes. I get a lot of stuttering issues. And I use Firefox, granted, so the video is still in 30 FPS, but for some reason I still get some stuttering issues every so often. And it's very much random, honestly. I can go and watch that exact same video again a few hours later and no problem. But when I first try to watch that video, for whatever reason, I end up with some issues there with stuttering. So there appears to still be some issues in Firefox and IE, despite the fact that the videos are still in 30 FPS for those two browsers. But whatever. And so yes, I just want you guys to go and answer that question so that I can go and basically decide whether or not it's really worth my time to go and do that, especially if 60 FPS ends up increasing rendering times at all, which I don't really think it will do anything substantial. It might increase it by, say, like a minute, but again, I don't think it'll increase it by anything substantial if it does. So it's not really that big of an issue when it really comes down to that. I just don't really want to waste my time rendering out at 60 FPS if, say, only 3 people are going to be able to watch it at 60 FPS. It just seems like a waste of my time. And so, yeah, that's the question I wanted to ask you guys, and that's actually the only question. So this entire footage is about 23 minutes, give or take, for the entire video. Oh, one thing I want to go and mention actually now before I forget, or as I near the end of this for the commentary, the little sort of intro there that you saw was actually just a template that I grabbed that somebody made. They uploaded a tutorial to YouTube and they had a download link to the actual template that they made for it, so I go ahead and downloaded the template, used it to create that, and I'll have a link in the description to their channel, so long as I remember. Hopefully I will, because I'd like to go and give credit to the person, especially because that is definitely something that I would never have been able to do, to be honest, because I am bad when it comes to using things like After Effects or Sony Vegas to do any sort of real serious video editing. So yeah, I'm gonna go and actually cut this off right here. Just to let you guys know, my team loses this. They weren't particularly good at playing the objective. I'll admit I wasn't great either. I also, though, hadn't played for probably like 4 months or more. Probably even more than 4 months, to be honest. So yeah, it wasn't exactly the greatest myself either, but nonetheless my team didn't really do so great when it came to actually playing the objective. So yeah. They had times where they did good and times where they did bad. I also got some fairly shitty spawns throughout. Issues where it basically spawned me right in the line of sight of an enemy, like it did right there, and like it did earlier on. And so, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off right here. As always, like, favorite, comment, subscribe, share, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Вот, медпакет, возьми! Вон, медицинская помощь! Вот вам медицинская помощь!
Listen up. We know control objective Echo.
Вот медпакет!